The film West Side Story still continues to collect awards all over the place, but we hear too little of one of the songs, the lovely Maria, for my money.
Maria, 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 I've just met a girl named Maria.
It's no good, I don't like the name.
And now our next scene turns to an ordinary house in an ordinary street with an ordinary room.
Good evening, sir.
Just a routine inquiry, sir.
And now we present a tribute to Norrie Paramore. Norrie Paramore, age 48. For 10 years, artist and repertoire manager of Columbia Records. The man who not only chooses the singer, but also chooses a song. What more natural in such a position of power that he should so often choose one of his own? Like Shane Fenton's Cindy's Birthday, Craig Douglas' Time, or Helen Shapiro's Little Miss Lonely and You Don't Know. And there, on the back, you'll find the songs of Norrie. Rarely played, and yet, nice touch this, receiving half the royalties. On the back of Cindy's Birthday, he wrote this. How fortunate that Norrie has this power, for without it, songs like that would surely never have reached the public ear. For Norrie's is essentially a slender talent, small, even weak, in the words of his personal publicity man.
On leaving school, Norrie set his heart on a music career, much to the disgust of his parents, who urged him to find employment in a bank or some other solid institution.
Now, it's very easy to pick holes in Norrie Paramore. All too easy. For example, Helen Shapiro had had 4 enormous hits, each one, or many of them, with a Paramore song on the B-side. Then genial Norrie promoted himself to the A-side, wrote Let's Talk About Love, and Helen failed to get into the top 10 for the only time in her career. All right.
Every artist must be given a fair crack of the whip. That's how stars are born.
LPs, too, are in Norrie's power. On the back of his album, Emotions, we find the comment,
Not only will a musical theme oblige as such, but it can also become the perfect soporific for an emotional quiz.
Norrie's proud of his workmanship. Rather like the manufacturer of some new soap powder, he doesn't like any of his products to leave the factory without his name on them. Somewhere. With his LP, The Wonderful Waltz, he had quite a problem. It was certainly soporific, all right, but where among 12 of the most famous waltzes of all time could the name of Arthur Paramore appear? On the sleeve we read,
The opening track, Irving Berlin's Always, and the last waltz on the second side, Romberg's Will You Remember, are both separated by charming melodic fragments of Norrie's own composition.
Best of all, perhaps, is Norrie's clarity, his musical shorthand. We hear Norrie has written a tune called Hawaii. We know all the well-known sounds of Hawaii. We know Norrie will use them. We know what to expect. And then, joy of joys, simple, isn't it? Something we can all respond to, automatically. Very Russian, in a sense. Many of our best English composers have been influenced by Russians, and Norrie's no exception. Edward Elgar by Tchaikovsky, Benjamin Britten by Shostakovich, Norrie Paramore too by Pavlov. For with any situation, Norrie can act rather like a brave bomb disposal expert and take out the fuse, take out all the messy unpredictability, the risk and the excitement.
The things that matter most of all, someday my darling will recall. Each memory will never fade away, for we'll have a lot to tell the children, a lot to tell the children someday.
What's the best word to describe that, do you think? Ordinary, wasn't it? So basically, Norrie is an ordinary man, writing ordinary tunes with ordinary words. For during the past 10 years, Norrie Paramore has used all his power and all his influence and made everything ordinary.